I know you guys been waiting for it, but after a full day's work, I finally collected all of the conversations on Astra Malorum. Now, these are going to be all the conversations between characters that are on co-op, so character to character, but I decided to include both the solo conversations in this too. As you guys will be able to see, they're at the back side of this, so if you guys want to check that out, you can hear up all of them in just one video instead of having to jump over to multiple of them. We're trying it out for this time, but I will say this took me so much time to collect all these quotes because people like misunderstand how I collect these. I actually go in game and collect them. I don't like just go into the files or something like that. Like I go in game and collect them, and this takes me hours to do to confirm I'm getting them all right and all that. So as you guys see from the length of the video, just imagine that, except multiply it by whatever it takes to multiply it to get to like 7-8 hours worth of collecting audio. Like that's what it is. It really is a ton of work. So if you guys do appreciate this content, then I really would appreciate support on this video specifically, just by showing support in the normal ways. Drop the like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that stuff. But if you guys really want to show some support, join the channel. I'd love you for that. But as always, you can use the timestamps on screen to jump around to wherever you can. And trust me, there's actually some really good conversations here, but I've been yapping for too long, so with that said, I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys enjoy all of the conversations on Astra Malorum.
Gotta say, it feels good to have my mojo back.
Why would I care that you have your rosy cheeks back? It will be to our benefit to restore me as soon as possible.
Why the fuck should we be making you our priority?
Because, Dummkopf, I am clearly the best qualified member of this team to understand and rectify our situation.
If you really understood what was going on here, we'd never hear the end of it. Admit it, Richtofen, you don't got shit.
Oh, go shoot something. You'll melt that underdeveloped mush you call a brain trying to keep up with my intellect.
I may be a jarhead, but it sounds to me like you don't have a full grip on what's happening here.
I have built many mazes for mice. I know when I am the mouse.
The others that came here together, they are good at this.
Yeah, they have prior experience fighting these ghouls. And yet they are just as mystified by this place as we are. The others are all very annoyingly uncooperative. I have been nothing but a model of charm and grace.
To be clear, I too have no wish to cooperate with crazy Nazi.
Politics is a game for lesser men. The Reich nourished my work, letting it flourish, free from interference or bureaucracy.
I assume you never considered what the cost for that was.
Cost? I know more of cost than you could ever possibly imagine. Nevertheless, for its own sake, the work must continue.
I have wondered if this place is hell. If so, you may be where you belong.
If we can regain our vitality, perhaps we can also return to our homes.
Don't hold your breath. I can only imagine navigating perforations in space-time is highly complicated.
You made it sound as though we cannot hope to escape.
The portals we were pulled through are closed. We don't understand how they were opened. So yeah, you might want to get comfortable. I understand your eagerness to go home. But what is waiting for you there?
Justice? Absolution? Perhaps just the ability to drink tea and not be in constant fear for my life. And you, Richtofen, how will you celebrate your escape from this hellish place?
Celebrate? Nein. I will bring all of my resources to bear on understanding and duplicating the powers our host here has displayed.
You mean I fucking me ever since I got healed by that Shadow Smith?
Merely curious why you were restored before me. I guess age before beauty isn't his thing. Perhaps Vatharian was worried you would lose your mind sooner if you remained drained, so to speak.
What are you, fucking jealous? Nobody cut in line, mate. Focus on fighting this Keltheris and maybe it'll be your turn. You do know you lot got your asses handed to you in World War II, right?
Clearly there was no me in your benighted timeline. More's the pity.
So are you saying you bastards won the war because of something you did?
Oh, clever girl. The doctor always wins. You'll learn that soon enough. Admit it. I am a demon behind the wheel.
You got us here in one piece. Barely. I'll give out more backslaps when I don't look like a fucking corpse.
Yeah, I too am eager to be restored like Dempsey and your potty-mouthed lady friend.
I'm just worried the longer we're like this, the more corrupted we get. And you seem pretty corrupt to begin with.
I cannot fathom why Weatherian restored Dempsey und Maya. I am the obvious first choice.
Newsflash. Not everyone shares your love of you.
You will come to appreciate me, Weaver. I have a way of growing on people.
Like a fungus.
I want you to know, Major, despite your intellectual limitations, I value your combat acumen.
Is this a general I think everyone's dumber than me thing? Nah. It's some master race dog shit, right?
I meant no offense earlier, but you do possess a certain animal cunning that is essential to our survival.
Keep digging, motherfucker, and you're gonna strike pay dirt. Final warning. Being a genius and a racist fuckwad just makes you dangerous in my book.
I assume this book has more pictures than words. Perhaps we should refrain from further verbal jousting, Major. I meant nothing by it, but it seems I struck a nerve.
You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. Try it again, and you'll see what gets struck.
You and I are unlike our knuckle-dragging allies, Dr. Grey. You sense this as well, yeah?
I'll let you know once my skin stops crawling.
Our path to freedom is illuminated by the lamp of science, Elizabeth. You may be less brilliant than I am, but you are gifted nonetheless.
I've seen science put to unspeakable uses, so this may not be the best way to win me over. What were your accomplishments back home, Doctor? Just what kind of scientist are you?
The kind that brings world wars to an end, my dear. That is all you need to know.
We might pool our brain power, but we will never be besties. Clear?
As crystal. You see things in black and white. I prefer shades of gray.
Can't help but wonder if I'm better off here than where I was. Maybe I'm doing some actual good.
Killing real monsters feels better. I hate to tell you, but same shit that sent you to Vietnam sent me to Afghanistan only few years after.
Old men and their wars, huh? Some things never change.
I like Carver. He is good shot and keeps small talk to minimum.
I gotta say, Maya's my kind of crazy. Girl ain't scared of shit.
So, you and I were both fighting wars when we got snatched? Perhaps there is connection.
Huh. From what I can tell, the only one who was having a good time when he came here was Richtofen. That, floating head chick that helped us get here. She don't seem so bad.
Everything here is hostile toward us. You would do well to be suspicious of anything that is not.
You really think you got no friends here? We've saved each other's asses a dozen times already.
We are only friends by necessity and circumstance. This world remains a living puzzle.
I've been in battle with all types. My money's on you being a stand-up guy.
Sadly, flattery will get you nowhere. My trust must be earned.
I don't blame you for being suspicious, Tak. All I know is that these flesh-bag fuckfaces come at all of us the same.
A fair point. And well made, Dempsey-san.
I hadn't noticed your baby blues before we got soul sucked, but now that they're back...
Ha! Soul sucked. Does every fucking thing out of your mouth sound dirty? Not that I'm complaining. You, feeling what I'm feeling? Like, I can think clearly again, but...
Yeah, still kind of off somehow. Just hoping we didn't trade one fucking curse for another. Something happened to you. Before we got our mojo back, I mean.
Don't tell anyone, but I kind of had a flashback. Something that happened to me in an old temple. Weaver was in on it. I know this isn't the same Weaver that fucked me over, but when I see him, I just want to punch his fucking teeth in.
Weaver's a stand-up guy. Trust me. Maybe there are fucked up versions of all of us out there somewhere.
Glad you're back at full strength. Should help the rest of us get there too.
Hey, I didn't ask to be first in line. Got no fucking idea why me and Maya got picked. You served in Nam back when you still had both eyes, right? Some CIA spook shit?
Look, I already told you, most of my ops were in Eastern Europe. And they're classified. The hell are you asking for anyway? Listen, Marine, if you think we met before, we didn't. Copy?
If you were the same Weaver I knew, we'd be way past words by now.
Hey, we good? I don't want to have to check my 6 all the time.
If I come at you, you'll see me coming. Won't be able to do shit about it, but you'll see it.
Glad you're looking better, Marine. Couldn't happen to a nicer crayon muncher. Hoo-ah.
Hardy har, Major. I'd call you a dog face, but that ain't fair to dogs. Hoorah! You do any combat tours, Mac?
Korea and Vietnam like you. Saw some fucked up shit there, but I get the feeling you've seen worse.
I ain't gonna talk about what I saw in country. But I'm pretty sure it punched my ticket to this shithole.
Huh. All I saw there was the evil shit humans do to each other. If something marked you in Nam, I wonder what tagged Nikolai, Takeo, and Richtofen.
That's for them to hash out. I made my peace with what I saw. And did.
You look a damn sight better, Tank. Wish I had the tools to give you a proper exam.
Forget it, Doc. The Corps already poked and prodded me enough for one lifetime. That Shadowsmith guy said this place is made out of memories. How the fuck does that work? And whose?
Perhaps the poor souls who've been trapped here over the centuries?
Where I grew up, there were stories about an observatory that just went poof one night back in the 20s.
You're from Liberty Falls, yeah? Believe it or not, that kind of makes sense. That cannibal farm was from your neck of the woods too. What is it about Liberty Falls?
Well, growing up there felt like purgatory, so in a way I ain't surprised.
This rock is different from the farm, but the energy is the same.
Like funeral or bad feeling in stomach. Your people have religion, yes? I wonder if we are being punished.
None of us here are without sin. However, I assume hell would be more crowded. This place is punishing, but it also provides what we need to survive.
Maybe this is game, and we are the pieces. I need to stop thinking about why we are here. It's waste of time.
No, I believe there is a thread that binds us, and we must find it.
Hell of a ride getting here. Still can't believe Richtofen got the job done.
I hate to say it, but even German plays his part. How are you feeling? Full strength? Back to normal?
Shitload better, but normal? Nah. I keep getting flashes of... never mind. You'd think Cartheris would want to help us since we set her brother free.
She is brainwashed by her master. Asking nicely will not do trick. You would have done well in Leningrad. Was always demand for smuggled goods.
My best clients were in Vietnam and North Korea. Red is where I make my bread.
Well, comrade, the Cold War seems like a long fucking way from here, doesn't it?
So, Nikolai is your comrade now, huh? We are both Russian. The same. Da?
Did I do something to piss you off?
Da. You escaped USSR. You grow up with food on table, saying what you want, doing what you want. Nikolai would have killed for such a life.
Look, I'm not gonna apologize for the life I've had, but none of that matters here.
Is true. After we get back souls, I will tell you all you missed from Soviet childhood. Even your missing eye will shed tear. When we are restored, Nikolai will be strong as ox, and you will still be ugly.
That's the spirit. We'll have our own little Cold War ride here. I'll do my best not to nuke you.
In my world, Afghanistan was a total goat screw for you guys. Hope it went better for you personally.
Yet, I screwed no goats. But I did encounter darkness that haunts me to this day.
You mentioned darkness. Maybe that's the common thread between us all. A fuck ton of darkness.
What Nikolai encountered was anything but common.
Any thoughts on this big ghost head lady that's been trying to help us?
I sense no evil in her, but also she does not say who she is. What is she hiding?
You have anyone waiting for you back home? Kids? Wife?
Ha! Wife's name is T-62. Big as house and twice as warm. Now someone else changes her filters and greases her threads. Spasiba, Dr. Grey. You saved Nikolai's ass on way to crash landing.
Don't mention it. I'm fairly sure you'll return the favor several times over.
Do all biologists trained with heavy weapons? It's strange. A life scientist dealing such death.
The irony isn't lost on me. Sometimes the life you save may be your own.
As scientist, what do you think of our condition? I fear the longer we are half dead, the worse we get.
Me too. But if we free Cartheris, I hope it's you she chooses to heal.
In Afghanistan, I came face to face with true evil. Perhaps I am unworthy of saving.
No, Nikolai. In my experience, it's the people without self-doubt who turn out to be past saving.
Oi, Tack! You're fucking awesome when you bung on a blue.
Though we speak each other's tongues, I do not understand a thing you said.
We'll get you sounding like a proper Aussie. Try this one. I'm not here to fuck spiders.
I did not come here to fornicate with... I shall endeavor to be a better student, little sister. In some ways, you remind me of Lady Tomoe Gozen, a war hero of old. But then you go and say things that would curdle milk.
I'm no lady, Tak. I'm an outlaw. No way I'd ever make it in your samurai circles.
I owe you the truth, no matter how shameful. I am masterless, though it was not always so.
Mate, that's nothing to get your knickers twisted over. Masterless is my major life goal.
You know Richtofen's a Nazi, right? You need to be careful around him.
This word, Nazi, I do not know it, but you say it like a curse.
All I was saying is Richtofen fought alongside the worst people in history.
Even evil people have their uses. If his mind saves us all, you might come to understand this.
I'm happy for Maya and Dempsey, but I'm not sure how much longer I can keep my own shit together.
Indeed. My memories of home seem to fade by the hour. Some I will be glad to forget. When we defeat the Shadowsmith who dwells here, I hope it is you she restores.
Thanks. To tell the truth, even on my good days, I usually feel half dead.
Gotta hand it to you, Tak. You've taken to firepower like a duck to water.
These weapons feel almost unfair, scything down foes from afar.
What's it like swinging that sword? Think I could give it a go?
I mean no offense, but Path of Sorrows is not for others to wield. She is my burden alone.
Path of Sorrows. Oh man, that's a badass name for a sword. Sorry if I overstepped.
Not at all, Carver-san. I would be honored to teach you swordplay. I wonder why Dempsey and Maya were chosen. I do not resent them, but what is the connection?
Who knows? Maybe they deserved it. Maybe they needed it the most. Maybe it's just fucking random.
How does it feel to be the first samurai on Saturn? Well, Saturn adjacent.
Our location is the least unusual thing about our situation. Survival is all that fills my mind for now. You are like Richtofen, son, yes? A mind as sharp as any blade ever was.
Thank you. That was downright poetic. Though I prefer not being lumped in with him.
I would counsel you to keep an open mind about Richtofen. Desperate times can require unholy alliances.
Unholy sounds about right. Though I would have also accepted insufferable. I'm glad you're here, Takeo. There's a clarity about you, a sort of purity.
You misjudge me. I am as flawed as any man. I only hope I have learned from my mistakes.
It's good that you're feeling like yourself again, Maya. Hope the rest of us get the same treatment soon.
We're all playing the Shadowsmith lottery. Winners might be fucking random for all we know. People don't usually help each other unless something's in it for them, but Tank's alright, I reckon.
Wish he didn't keep giving me the side eye. I never met the guy till we got here, but he still acts like I pissed on his breakfast.
Mate, I'm not sure if he fucking knows where he came from. Never mind where he's headed. I don't know, mate. I gotta hope we're all on the same side. And not being set up to fuck each other over.
Wouldn't be surprised if the sadistic bastard brought us here for exactly that reason.
I wish our entity helper could be a little more forthcoming. Does everything have to be so cryptic?
Maybe she's trapped here like us? Maybe she and the warden got here by the same means. One thing's for sure. We gotta get off this fucking space rock before shit gets even worse.
Damn right. I'd give my right nut to have my feet firmly back on solid ground again. There has to be some kind of endgame to this. I just wish I knew what all the players want.
Entity, Shadowsmiths. I'm not entirely sure we can trust any of them. You know all about War, Carver. Knowledge is power, and we need answers.
Yeah, but right now, there are far too many unknown variables to be clear on anything.
I keep wondering why Rytharian chose me and Dempsey. And not you, or Carver, or Weaver.
Maybe because you haven't been exposed to this madness as long as we have. I'm not saying you're innocent, but you might have less of the dark ether stink on you than we do.
Oh, that's a hell of a backhanded compliment. Wish we knew who's next for the spiritual makeover. Wonder if it'll be one of us and one of the others again.
If and when it happens, I think we'll begin to see a pattern emerging. We need to know who the entity is and what she gains from helping us.
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think the big floating head has actually showed her hand yet. If she's even got hands.
Still trying to figure out how Mr. Shades has stayed so human in this godforsaken place.
I'm more concerned about making sure we don't get corrupted. We all remember what happened to Zykov.
Dempsey and Maya look a little healthier. Let's pray that tips the scales in our favor.
It might, but probably not enough until the rest of us get the same treatment. I do wonder why them and not us. Dempsey may look better, but he's still acting kind of...
Sketchy? Yeah, I'd noticed that too. Particularly around you, Weaver. Dempsey's a Marine. Unless I'm sorely mistaken, I think we can trust him.
I hope so. At least he doesn't look at me with as much contempt as the German shows you. We have been to some weird places, but a skull-shaped asteroid has to be right up there.
It makes zero sense. But I suppose nothing in the dark ether ever does. I still can't believe how well Richtofen's jerry-rigged rockets worked on old Tessie.
Using his brains for good rather than evil must be a refreshing change for him. I don't like not knowing who's on my side. Had too much of that shit in the past.
For now, I think it's probably us against everyone. Time is not on our side. Our erstwhile host is bound to catch up with us sooner than we'd like.
Agreed. Let's focus on freeing another Shadowsmith to get more of us fit again.
Keep your head on a swivel, Grey. I think the German's taken a special interest in you.
Oh, I've noticed. But he's not my type. And I definitely don't want to be part of his brain trust.
You knew Maxis better than anyone. Does any of this relate to how she described the Dark Ether to you?
No, not really. But Vatharian implied it's like a dreamscape of memories. Poos? I don't know. In ascending order of insanity, I think it's Takeo, Nikolai, Dempsey, and then you know who.
Hard agree. The Nazi worries me most because he seems ambitious, and not in a good way.
None of this makes sense. We shouldn't even be able to survive in this environment.
Survive? I'm not sure we have. Like Max has said all those years back, it's all like a bad dream.
You live. Find the Shadowsmith Caltheris. I shall watch over you as best I can.
A breathable atmosphere millions of miles from Earth. How very thoughtful.
I will try to keep our enemy distracted, but soon he will hunger and come looking for you.
Your overlord may be all-powerful, but he is not all-knowing. That would be my department.
If you can break my sister's shackles, she will aid you as I did. But that is a very big if.
I am seldom greeted warmly. I can't imagine why.
The Shadowsmith Caltheris is somewhere on that floating rock. Find her. Free her, as you did her brother Vatharian.
Search and destroy? Ha! Lady, why didn't you just lead with that?
Work swiftly, my friends. Our oppressor will soon desire another taste of your souls.
Hey! Pump the brakes, ma'am. Gotta do some fucking recon first.
I wish I could tell you where Caltheris resides. Her bindings prevent me from feeling her presence.
A lady Shadowsmith? Piece of cake. The old Dempsey charm never fails. Well, I don't look like a fucking corpse anymore, but I don't feel like the old me either. The hell did that Shadowsmith really do to me? Folks back home used to talk about an observatory that disappeared from Liberty Falls in the 20s. This couldn't be it. Could it? If this place and the Van Dorn farm ended up here, what the living fuck is wrong with my hometown? I mean, any place that gave the world Tank Dempsey can't be all bad. That Shadowsmith said this place is made out of memories. Did he mean our memories? If there's a Saigon whorehouse around here, I don't know for sure.
The Shadowsmith Caltheris is somewhere on that floating rock. Find her. Free her, as you did her brother Vatharian.
We walked away from Crash Landing with all parts intact. Old Tessie, not so much. Like first tank.
I will try to keep our enemy distracted, but soon he will hunger and come looking for you.
Nikolai is not one to waste time. Just be quiet and let me proceed with mission. My kind wove all of creation from nothingness. We call my sister Caltheris the Needle. How about you put in good word for us? Let her know how we knock some sense into you. Poor old Tessie. She sacrificed everything to get Nikolai here. She deserves hero's funeral, not to rust in cosmic dust. I just want life to start making sense again. The war, the caves, that was where it all went wrong. Okay, Nikolai, pity party is over. Crying about where I am and how I look solves nothing. Nikolai Belinsky is survivor, even when he looks already dead. I find Shadowsmith. I get second chance. This is all that matters now.
Is everyone safe? Go find and free Caltheris, the Shadow Smith who is bound there.
Once again, Takeo Masaki goes where others are too fearful, or too wise, to tread.
Freeing the Shadow Smiths is your path to defeat their master.
There's a time to press the attack, and a time to study the terrain first.
Be warned, Caltheris will fight your attempts to free her, just as I did.
I do not expect this to be easy. Nothing worthwhile ever is. Once again, I find myself alone against the forces of evil. But then I am never truly alone, am I? Path of Sorrows. The others thought me at a disadvantage, but fighting Oni and yokai prepared me for this realm. Do you not agree? Not answering? Huh, fine. I like you, Silent. There will come a day when I am rid of you. I only hope my vitality soon returns. I'm beginning to feel too much a part of this place.
Is everyone safe? Go find and free Caltheris, the Shadow Smith who is bound there.
Will this Caltheris be happy to meet us than Vaetherian was? Yeah, I thought not.
Only when you are all restored can you hope to confront the tyrant who brought you here.
Don't rush me. That's how mistakes get made.
My kind wove all of creation from nothingness. We call my sister Caltheris the Needle.
Well, I'm not just gonna watch my mates waste away, am I? Can't stop thinking about how nice Vaetherian was after we kicked his ass. Even a mortal can change his stripes. I reckon anyone can. How do you ever get enslaved? Oh, why pick me to fix up? Dude's living in my head rent-free. Shit. What if the others never get turned back to normal? What if they keep getting worse and me and Dempsey have to put him down? Get a fucking grip, Maya, before you really do end up a corpse.
Somewhere on that cursed asteroid you will find the Shadow Smith Caltheris. I helped you get there, but the rest is up to you.
How the actual fuck did this place end up orbiting Saturn? Also, the Dark Ether has a Saturn?
Work swiftly, my friends. Our oppressor will soon desire another taste of your souls.
Clock's ticking, like fucking always.
Be warned, Caltheris will fight your attempts to free her, just as I did.
We found you in a floating pyramid. Don't see one of those around here. An asteroid shaped like a human skull? No fucking way that happened by accident. Vaetherian said the Shadow Smiths wove this dimension out of memories. Feels more like reliving someone's worst nightmares. At least we seem to have made an ally. But who the hell is she? Was she always here? Was she human once? The longer I'm drained, the worse I feel.
Is everyone safe? Go find and free Caltheris, the Shadow Smith who is bound there.
Does the man in black know we set one of his pets loose? Dude is gonna be pissed.
Work swiftly, my friends. Our oppressor will soon desire another taste of your souls.
Gotta turn this place upside down and do it quick.
I wish I could tell you where Caltheris resides. Her bindings prevent me from feeling her presence.
Redneck Dracula's a bad influence on her. We'll make her see the light. Not see Richtofen, of all the people to be stuck with in hell. A megalomaniac kind of fits the bill. Just a matter of time before I throttle the son of a bitch. Worse than Richtofen is the vibe I get off the head motherfucker in charge of the Dark Ether plantation. When Mama had to talk with me, that's the kind of cracker she was warning me about. Master race, slave master. Even in a whole other universe, I can't get away from that shit. What the actual fuck? Only one way out of this mess, and it's the same as it ever was. Mow down everything that gets in my way.
You live. Find the Shadow Smith Caltheris. I shall watch over you as best I can.
A vintage observatory perched beyond the asteroid belt? Jules Verne, eat your heart out.
Freeing the Shadow Smiths is your path to defeat their master.
We know what we came for. Just let us get on with it.
Be warned, Caltheris will fight your attempts to free her, just as I did.
Another elder god to knock down a peg. Cambridge did fuck all to prepare me for this. This place looks like my grand's idea of the future. Scratch that. My great-grand's. Breathable air 8 million miles from Earth. Some serious cosmic fuckery is going on around here. A realm that's super hostile to life and yet supports it in the most unexpected ways. Just the sort of conundrum that drew me to biology. Lucky me. Biology also dictates I can't last much longer in this diminished state. Battle not with monsters lest ye become one. Oh, Nietzsche can kiss my arse.